I've been using the TRXSTLE CRC rod carrier system for just over a year now. I really like them. The question that we're going to answer today is, if somebody stole these things tonight, would I start saving up tomorrow to buy new ones? Let's find out. As you can see, I have two of them. Each one holds 2 rods, so I can have 4 rods rigged up and ready to go at any time. They have nice locking back doors. And hold your rods nice and secure. Now, if I was staying in a city or at a motel, I would not leave my rods in here overnight. These would be pretty easy to take a hammer to and beat up. I just don't think I'd do that. I'd take my rods in the motel room with me. Now, I only carry 9-foot rods. These are fully extendable to 10 feet 4 inches, I believe. So you can carry a 10-foot rod. I only use 9 foot, so there's plenty of room in there. I've never used the telescoping down feature. I don't know what that would be useful for other than storage, but it might be useful to somebody for something else. Now, I also keep these also TRXSTLE brand rod sleeves on there, and I'll go over why, other than the obvious reason, in just a minute. Now, these are super easy to mount with clips on the bottom. They're easy to mount, they're easy to take off, they're easy to move around if you need to move them around to split them up on location, or if you just want to carry one instead of 2, you can. Everything about these things is easy. Now, the reason that I bought them in the first place is we live about 30-40 minutes from the nearest water. And if I want to go fishing after work, I just want to get in the truck, show up, pull the rods out, and start fishing. I don't want to waste 20-30 minutes setting up. If I'm going out camping, or I'm going overnight or something, or taking a trip for a whole day, it doesn't bother me setting up on the side of the road or at the side of the water. But when I'm in a hurry, which is most of the time, I like to have everything rigged up and ready to go. These things are expensive. And are they worth it? Well, for me, they are. Your mileage may vary, but I really like them and plan on keeping them on the truck. Now, I have had a couple of problems, and both of these are probably more user error than they are a fault of the system. Now, the first, I'd say 8-9 months that I had them, I did not use rod sleeves. I just threw the rods up there and went about my business. Now I keep them on there. Now, this reels up design is great because it keeps your guides from getting snagged, which I really like. But there's a downside to it. The downside is the wraps by your guides take an absolute beating, or at least mine have. Maybe other people have had different experiences. That's why I bought these. And then my only other minor complaint is the length of the rod sleeves. These on a 9-foot rod are about this much too long. So what I've done is put a zip tie about an inch or so from the end of the rod, and that has temporarily solved the problem. I want something more permanent. I don't want this excess in the front. The reason I don't want it is to load, I kind of have to fold them and then start up here and then make my way back and feed the rod in. I would rather just go all the way back and be able to stab them in, so I'm not putting excess bend in the rod when I don't need to. I told you I would answer the question, if they got stolen tonight, would I save up my money and buy new ones tomorrow, or at least save up to buy them a little bit later? And the answer is yeah, I would. If any of you have suggestions on how I can cleanly solve the length problem with the rod socks, I am completely open to suggestions. I want those zip ties gone, and I want a nice sized fit. Well, I know this was a short video, but there's really not much else to say. They're rod holders, and they work. Now, some people have different names for them. Rod vaults, rocket launchers, douche tubes, you name it. I don't really care. I like them. I'm keeping them on the truck. And that's all I have to say about that. Well, that's it for today. I hope to see you on the water soon. Thank you.